So I drag and drop this PDF onto our tool, and now it has extracted the inclusion exclusion criteria, the schedule of assessments with specific page numbers that's referencing what actually happened, and form definitions. So I know how informed consent happens and randomization, etc. What's nice here is that you actually have a record of where it was in the trial. So you don't just have someone building an Excel spreadsheet or a Viva EDC record without any real provenance back to the original document, but now you do. So this particular set of endpoints, it directly maps to a page number and even a box showing exactly where it was mentioned. And you can even see where inclusion exclusion criteria, where it's extracted from. To go a little further, beyond just, the endpoints, we also have this really cool tool for inclusion exclusion criteria evaluation. So you just click one button, well, two buttons. You also click analyze, and it takes all of these inclusion exclusion criteria and it tries to tell you whether or not you're making a mistake in what's there. So sometimes when an MC or a HCP is talking to an MSL or to a sales rep, they'll say, hey, I understand your trial is designed for my patients, but my patient population doesn't really look like your study's patient population. It's not a real population. It's maybe 10% of a real population. And that can be really hard when you're trying to get adoption or prescription behavior to change. So here you can see the very highest risk elements. So for example, patient has had a history of glaucoma or cataract surgery. Sure, that's fine. I think that's not too bad. But in the inclusion criteria here, you see patient is exclusively using this and no other concomitant medications for their eyes. And that actually is really tough because a huge proportion of glaucoma patients are on adjunctive agents. So this, if they're having trouble recruiting for this trial, this is the most likely one, I would say, that they would be amending. So it's just good to know this ahead of time and to understand what the financial and the medical implications are.